Join me as your host, Roderick Swift, every Wednesday, Musicians Matters Podcast, live right here at 6:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Positive Power, 21 Christian Media, LLC. Let's go!
Welcome to the studio of Musicians Matters Podcast Live. If you missed any of our podcasts, you can go to Positive Power 21 Christian Media LLC on the Weekend Channel, or Spotify, or Google Play, or Spreaker, etc., or my website, drummersunitedinternational.com. So tap in on the Musicians Matter podcast, and you can see every podcast that has been done before. I would like to thank our sponsors, Stovall and Associates. That's on 2301 Palomino Lane, Las Vegas, Nevada, 89107, and that phone number is 702-258-3034, or TCG Graphics off of 2301 West Washington Avenue, Las Vegas, Nevada, 89106, 702-636-3975. Let's welcome our guest, Darnell Parks. What's going on, Darnell?
I'm blessed, brother. How you doing?
I'm hanging in there, man. I'm maintaining.
Yeah, that's all you can do.
Basically, we're going to talk about basically music. Let's get to it. How did you start?
Okay.
How did your music start, my brother?
I started playing drums when I was like 8, 9 years old. My dad played organ. You know, he was a pastor. So, he used to always try to convince me to play piano. Like, I wasn't really messing with it, feeling it. So as I got older, I started doing piano classes, and I stopped doing that because I didn't want to read music. I always wanted to play by ear. So I started playing keys, started like when I was 19, 20, and never left ever since then.
Amazing. How does it feel, my brother, to be a PK?
It has its ups and downs, but I mean, it's cool for the most part. A lot of people they will judge you. They suggest to judge the pastor kid. But I mean, like I said, it has its ups and downs. But like I said, I'm grown. I'm older now, so I understand what it's about now. So
that's awesome. That's awesome. What's your strength in music?
My strength in music? Like what you mean, like my strength?
Like, say, for instance, you like certain things. What do you like to do? Like, basically, like, I know you play drums, you play the keys and stuff like that. What I mean by strength, as far as strength, do you like to play in a certain key, or do you like to play those ghost notes?
I'm a C-sharp fanatic. That's my favorite key. I'm playing in every key. I'm just now learning how to play in every key right now. So that's my strength right now. It's like I love playing C-sharp, but like I said, I play by ear. So
right.
Mostly gospel is I love it. The gospel songs, anything with gospel, I love. So for me playing the piano, yeah, I love it.
Awesome. Do you have any weaknesses?
Any weaknesses? I don't want to say I have any weaknesses. I think that's not a strong word. But no, I don't have any weaknesses. Can't say no. I don't have any weaknesses. I gotta stay positive and encouraging everything I do. So no, I don't want to say I got any weaknesses.
Amen. Yeah. So, what irritates you as a musician, basically, when you in the ministry? I know you've been in the ministry for a long time, just like I have. I've been in there like 46 years, but what irritates you as a musician when you're playing music?
What irritates me the most? In the church, man. where I'm gonna start at. What irritates me? If I'm playing with other musicians and you're not on time, that kind of hurts my brain. The praise scene, they act like they don't know what songs they singing. Once we get there, that hurts my brain. You know, we're not all on one accord. That kind of hurts my brain. So, you know, I like to be as one. Everything has to be as one. So, you know, if it's not perfection, then, you know, what are we doing? You know, but we are supposed to be doing it for one person. You feel me? We're supposed to be doing this for God. So, you know, that's about it. That's my. Oh yeah, and another one. I don't like. Oh yeah, and another my fault. I don't like. That's another one. I don't like. I don't know if I can say that word, but conceited musicians. Stuck-up musicians. Yeah.
Yeah, stuck-up musicians.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah, stuck-up musicians. Yeah, you know, it's a lot of those. I don't know why they be doing that, but yeah, that hurts my brain.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, that really irritates me, especially when you can't go to. Basically, what I'm trying to say, basically, when you can't go to the musician, or you know, they think they know it all. Especially when you just got there, it's not a good feeling.
It's definitely not a good feeling. You feel me? Especially when we doing it, and we're in the house of God, so that really kind of messes with me. So, you know, like I said, we doing this for God, for the love of God. Anyway, that's what I do it for, you know. So, because without Him, I'll be lost. But yeah, I don't really like stuck up musicians. That really, I don't know. I guess that's why I kind of keep my circle kind of small, you know. Mm-hmm. But it's good. Like I said, it's good to branch out with other musicians. But like I said, nowadays, I don't know. These new musicians are kind of crazy.
Yeah, you're right about that.
These nowadays new musicians are kind of crazy. But yeah.
Yeah. So what inspired you to go forward in your music movement?
Mostly my dad. I'm not gonna lie to you. My dad inspired me more into music. I mean, of course, I play sports and stuff like that, but music really saved my life. So if it wasn't for music, you know, like I don't know where I'd be. Of course, God, that's number one. But you know, music really saved me. So, and I really thank my dad, you know, for really pushing me into that. So.
Yeah, that's an awesome movement. I was just talking to you like last week, and then you said you on the road. You was basically coming from another service in California, huh?
Yes, sir. From another service.
Wow.
Yeah, it's coming from another service to Vegas. Yeah, that's basically. Basically, that's what we're doing. You know.
Awesome.
Yeah, awesome. Yes, sir.
What is the best advice you can give to another musician from a musician?
Stay at it. Practice every day. If this is what you really want to do, practice every day. Practice makes perfect. I mean, I know people. I know you go slack on it sometimes, and I know it ain't gonna be easy, but practice every day. Stay consistent. That's all I can tell anybody. Like I was just telling my friend right now. He plays keys. You know, he's playing keys, and I try to tell him every day, just stay consistent doing it. Stay, you know, always pray, always ask God. You feel me, to give you that wisdom and the strength. You feel me, to work on your hands and the guidance, so you can do what you have to do on these keys. So, you know, like I said, just stay consistent and practice. That's all I can tell them. Stay prayed up and stay humble. Yeah, stay humble.
Amen.
It's not gonna always be perfect. You know, it's not gonna always be perfect. So, yeah, you just gotta stay humble with it.
Awesome. Yeah. So, how do you rest your mind off of days of work?
How do I rest my mind?
Yeah,
about days at work.
Your mind off of your days of work. Like, say for instance, I know we talked about before, just me and you. Certain people like have 2 or 3 churches. Tell them about that part. You don't that issue, that if you want to talk about that issue that you talked to me about with when you have certain amount of churches, it's not good to play 2 or 3 churches because it can lead to a certain thing. You know what I'm talking about?
It definitely can. Yeah. Like I was just telling you that last story. You know, I used to do that. I used to be faithfully doing that. I'm not gonna lie. I used to have an 8 o'clock. It was our power, and then it was a 10, And then after that 10, it was like 10 to 12, and then from the 12 o'clock, I'll go to another church at 3. You know, and this one I was in L.A., so that's when I was playing in L.A. Me and my boy, he was a drummer. Rest in peace, he's not here no more. We used to do that on consistently every Sunday. We was on it. Playing for churches back to back to back to back. Like right after the praise team sing, I'm out of there, you know. So one of these Sundays, it was a 12 o'clock service. We was on our way to a 3 o'clock service. Like right after the 12 o'clock service left in L.A. And something told me to stay. Like just stay. Like just let me hear this word for a second, you know, because you know the word is what's gonna keep you. But you know, then I wasn't, you know, I'm a wild musician. I ain't really want to hear that. I just want to play, you know, get what I got to get, and I'm out.
Right.
So this particular day, this particular Sunday, me and him, he left before me. So I told him, like, just wait. Just one time, just wait. Like, we'll be there on time. He's like, no, we got to go. So he left first. So I stayed, you know, like a little bit, like, in the middle. That's when I left, you know, if you was getting about that time. Mm-hmm. The preacher was coming up. So in the middle part, you know, he was preaching, it was getting good. So I was like, I got to go. So when I got that call, when I went to the church, he wasn't there. So I kept blowing him up, calling him. And there was like his fiance answered and said, like, he got into a car wreck on the way to church. So when he got into that car wreck, you know, he died. So that kind of really messed me up after that. After all that, I kind of stopped doing all that rushing to go to church, you feel me, leaving out of service, because without that word, you know, you don't know what God has for you. And we over here rushing, you know, you feel me? We over here rushing, not knowing what he has in store for us and not paying attention, you feel me, on the things that he has for us. So it kind of like really messed me up. So I really kind of stopped doing that, you know, really kind of stopped doing that. And like right now, I have to play for a whole service. Like for me now, I have to hear the word. Like that's just how I roll. You know, most musicians don't do that. I can't. You feel me? I don't. That's their business. But for me nowadays, yes, I have to hear the word. Because without that word, I'm gonna be lost. And I don't know what that word. That word will probably have something just for me, and I'm gonna end up missing out my blessings trying to run to the next church, trying to get a check. So yeah, I kind of stopped doing all that. So I try to encourage everybody. You feel me? That's a testimony. I try to encourage everybody that be doing that. You feel me? So I know people. Some people do that, and you know they gotta get their money and stuff like that. But it's not. To me, it's not worth it. You know, like, to me, it's not worth it. I always gotta hear that word.
It's not worth your life.
I always gotta hear that. Definitely not worth your life. Definitely not. So yeah, that kind of messed me up, and ever since then, nah. Every church I'm at, I play for. Nah, I'm at that whole service. I gotta stay that whole service because I gotta hear what the word of God got for me. So that's just how I am.
Yeah. But if you might saying what's the name of the young man?
Oh, his name is Jonathan. Yeah, Jonathan.
Yeah, let's dedicate this show to Jonathan.
Yes, sir.
Rest in heaven. We know that you was a great musician. We know you was a child of God, and you made things happen. But rest in heaven on today, Mr. Jonathan.
Of course.
Yes. What separates yourself from other artists?
I don't want to say what separates myself. Like I said, I don't really share with a lot of musicians, and like I said, my circle is small. So you know how I roll. My circle is really small. So I don't want to say like what separates me is just I don't know. I'm just me. I can say like I'm just me, and I love God. You know, and He comes first in my life. So. You know, everything else is second. So I guess that's really what separates. I mean, some people I know I know some people they put music before God, which is crazy. You know, and yeah. So I think that's what really separates me. I just try to be me. I don't try to be nobody else. You feel me? I just like I said, my whole goal is to encourage the next. Have someone encourage me. So that's it.
Hey man, do you have a trademark?
Huh?
When you playing? Huh?
Do I have
a trademark when you're playing?
A trademark? Nah, I ain't got no trade. I mean,
yes, you do. Yes, you do.
Yeah. I got a trademark, but I don't know how to explain it. But yeah, I got a trademark. Yeah, for people that play with me, that play keys, that play drums with me, they know my trademark is.
Yeah,
they know. They know I like to always go to. You know what I mean? So yeah.
Yes, yes.
I think everybody does like their little special move, from drums, keys, from bass to main guitar, from organ. I think everybody got one.
Yes, one I could tell you one of your key, trademarks is you play like 3 to 4 or 4 to 5 keys at one time. I noticed that when you end a verse or in going back into the chorus, that's one of your trademarks that I see. You play like at least 4 to 5 keys at one time.
Yeah, got to just try to spice it up. Just try to give it some color. That's it. I don't want to be all plain. Like I said, I'm for worship. I'm more of a worshiper. Most people are more of a shouter. That's cool. Like I said, I can do that too. I'll shout, but I think I get a more better connection when I worship. So I'm a worship fanatic. My worship is for real. So anything with worship, it's a wrap for me because I need that connection. That connection is just crazy for me. So yeah, that's basically that's just how I am. That's how I like to play.
Amen. So when you're playing keys, do you what's the size piano or keyboard did you like to play? 45 or 42 keys?
I'm an 88 keys. I like a full. I like weighted. I'm a weighted man. I hated playing weighted keys because they're heavy. They used to be heavy on my fingers, and I was like, I ain't got time for this. So I used to I always wanted the 88 keys, but me starting off, of course, like with a Casio, like 42 something, and then like I said, then got into like I didn't get into like the motifs and stuff until like later on, but when I started hanging out with other musicians in LA, so when they started playing like other boards and stuff like Nords and stuff like that, and the Junos and stuff like that, theirs were weighted, and I couldn't really. I swear I really couldn't know. I didn't even know how to play weighted keys because it was just like if I tried to do a run or a lick, it would sound horrible. So I kept away from doing that. But as I progressed and got better as playing, I prefer weighted keys. Weighted keys, 88 keys. That's me. Piano strings, we got to do all day.
So I heard you said you like play the B3. What about the B3?
Oh yeah. I mess with the B3 a little bit. You gotta come check me out. I mess with it a little bit. Yeah. I'm just still learning, trying to get my footing right. But other than that, B3 is cool. Like I said, my dad plays organ, so he used to always, like I said, he used to always be a competition. Like, and he used to push me, and like I said, I didn't really want to play a key like that. Like I said, I was playing drums, but like he was just pushing me. Like, you gotta learn. Like, man, I ain't even trying to do all that. Like, I really just want to play drums. I love playing drums, but like I said, as I got older, I fell in love with keys. I love playing keys.
Exactly.
But he's older. The way I play. He like, oh, you always trying to do all them extra chords. How that is. So he plays mostly like hymns and stuff like that, older songs, which is cool. But all that contemporary, he ain't messing with that.
Okay.
So I thank God. Yeah, he's a pastor, so I thank God. My dad.
No, you can check it out. You can go get the pastor now.
Oh yeah, of course not. But he knows. I'm me and him on that piano. He knows it's a rap. I'll get him. I'll get him on keys. He can get me on organ. But let's have a competition. Let's have a key face off. I would get him. He can get me back then when I was younger. But now that I'm grown, he can't mess with me on no keys. Because all he gonna just complain about how many chords I do and all that. But hey, it is what it is. I love my dad. You feel me? And I thank him. So. It's a blessing.
Amen. Far as the keyboardist, who do you like?
My favorite keyboardist? Oh, man. My favorite keyboard is Javad Day. Yes, sir. My second one, do I got a list or is it just one person? This is a list. There's a lot of them. I ain't going to get all of them, but like I said, I'm LA. I'm an LA cat, so I love my LA. I grew up listening to these dudes. Like Javad Day was my number one, of course. And of course, Mike Burrell, you feel me? That's off top. You feel me? So it was always them two. Favorite organist, of course, Corey Henry. That's all day. Favorite drummer, Nick Smith. Crazy. Crazy. My favorite bass player, K Bass. Crazy. So crazy. And out here, they got out here in Vegas, they got a couple of cats that like out here, like Joe Dyer. Scary on keys.
Wow.
Scary.
Wow.
Scary,
Wow.
brother. It's scary.
My favorite keyboardist is, I got quite a few. Is TT. They call her Lucreta Bolden. You know who she is. And then David Blakely. Out here, Matthew Banks.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, I forgot Matthew Banks. Yeah.
Josiah.
Forgot about Skip, of course. Yeah, Josiah. Forgot about Skip. You feel me?
Yep.
Yes, sir. Yes.
And there's another cat that I really like. She's off the chain. She sings while she plays.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I like that. And when it's awesome. But far as the
of course, DJ. Of course. I'm not about to cut you off. DJ, DJ. He plays drums. He's scary. Yeah, he's scary. Y'all listen to his single. You are. It's crazy. It's crazy. His album is ridiculous. Yes, Lord. But yeah, DJ. I played with him a few times. So yes, he's singing and playing drums. He's a beast. He is a beast. Out of Philadelphia. So coming from Philadelphia church. So yeah. Beast. Yes, sir.
What is your main goals and purpose in your music career?
I really want to take it far. Like I said, I just got to stop doubting myself. I think that's the only thing I got to really work on. I got to stop doubting myself. But I really want to take it far. Like I said, I want to take it far and just encourage the next. I really do. So whatever God has to lead, whatever God has me for my life, I'm gonna go according to it. But my goal, yes, I would love to go further with it. That's my mission. That's basically my mission. And keys, of course, from keys, yes, that's my mission.
Now check this out, bro. What if you didn't have music to fall back on? What would you do?
If I didn't have music to fall back on?
Yes.
Well, I sing too. So if I didn't have music to fall back on, I just got a whole 9 to 5. Well, like I said, I wanted to go to the military when I was younger, but I couldn't. So I was just going to school and stuff. Going to school for like certified massage therapist and an EMT paramedic and stuff like that. But music, like I said, I love music. That's what I love. That's what I love. But if it doesn't work, of course, I always have backup plans. I always have backup plans. Like I tell people to still go back to school. Ain't nothing wrong with going back to school. You can go back to school for business, culinary arts, anything. It doesn't have to always be about music. Anything that you like, and you always got to have a plan. You always got to have a second plan if that don't work out. So yeah.
What is your favorite songs that you like to play or that you like to hear? If it came up to one song or two songs, what do you like to hear in the world as far as Christian music?
Christian music? It's just a few songs that I like to hear. I love to play Jesus Will, of course. That's all day. We were just talking about that. So I love rock. I'm a rock to that all day. Mostly favorite song that I love to hear. It's a lot of songs that I love to hear. That I love other people. I love the William Murphy, that You Are My Strength. I love that. I love playing that.
That's a good one.
Yeah, that's a good one. Let me see. There's another one there. Todd Galbraith. How great is our God? It's popping. I love that. So.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Oh, that's a few. Yeah, just a few songs. I Love You, Jesus, of course. You feel me? All day. So like I said, I don't know. It's just a few of them. It's just a few.
What type of sticks do you like to play with?
What type of who?
What type of sticks do you like to play with?
Soul tone, brothers. You know that. So you can't go wrong with them.
Okay, you talking about cymbals, right?
Yeah.
What I'm talking about sticks. What type of sticks do you like to play?
Oh, drumstick. Oh, I thought you said something else. Type of drumstick I like to play. I don't know, there's a few. Spank got he got his. I forgot the name of his stick. I like to play with his. I forgot the name of them. They good. I think they like a 3B. They straight. Yeah. So I forgot the name of those, but his sticks is nice. Like, I love his sticks. His sticks is nice. You know, Spank that plays the Ty Triller. That used to play Ty Triller. So yeah.
He's pretty good. He's really good.
Yeah. He underrated. He low key underrated. You know, he underrated. It's a lot of musicians that's underrated. You know, but yeah, his sticks, his brand is crazy. I like his brand. But yeah, his big brand. I just can't. I don't know the name. I forgot the name of it.
Shouts out to Mo Drumsticks. I've been an artist with them with Mo Drumsticks for 5 years now.
Oh yeah. Shout out.
Yeah, if you're looking for any type of sticks right now, you can go to modrumsticks.com and look on the artist series and look and see my name and purchase my sticks. You would get my set of sticks. So it's pretty awesome.
You ain't never told me you had some shit.
You been playing with them for the past 2 weeks.
Oh, I didn't know they was yours. I didn't know they was your stick. They good though. Shout out to those most sticks. I got. They good. I like.
Yeah.
How do I like the set? Yeah. I like, the grip is good. That's what I'm saying. The grip is good. I didn't know those was yours though. The grip is good.
Basically, what I did is I put the weights in the back of the stick to where. When you're tapping on the snare, you're getting a good sound. And
you get a good slap. Yeah, you get a good snap. Yeah. I think of that. Yes, sir.
You noticed that, huh?
Yes, I definitely noticed that. I still want that snare though. Still want that snare. I need that snare, brother. I'm gonna keep asking you that. You know I need this snare. And I love the sticks. Yeah, I love them. They nice.
Yeah, I want to give shouts out to one of my big brothers. His name was Suave Brown, Greg Suave Brown.
Okay.
He actually gave me that snare. I can't get that snare nowhere.
No, yeah, of course. But you can always let me borrow it.
You say you are.
Always let me borrow it. You can always let me borrow it, though, brother. Yes, sir.
If you always had an opportunity to go on tour with somebody, who would it be?
Oh, man, that's a lot of people. If I always wanted to go on tour with. It has to be Christian or it has to be secular.
It could be either.
I always wanted to go. I know this is kind of crazy because I have an old soul. And I like to learn different stuff. I always want to go on tour with Earth, Wind, and Fire. I know other people probably would have said something else. Yes, sir. You know how many and Stevie Wonder. Like if you know how many oh man, it's just that's like to me that's a dream. That would literally be a dream for me.
That would be amazing.
Dream.
Like
Earth, Wind, and Fire. On keys. Because I want to learn. You know, like I said, I want to learn. I know I'm going to have other people with me. You feel me? I'm going to have somebody play the Hillary. I'm going to have somebody play Chief. You feel me? Like, so I'm going to always learn. So I would want to do that. That would be that's like, you feel me? That would be like one of my dreams. Now, gospel, who I would love to go on tour with, I would have to say Tasha Cobbs.
Oh yeah,
because I love her spirit. I love her worship. Tasha Cobbs and let me see who else I would love. I don't think he really was. Vashawn Mitchell, low key, I would.
Oh yeah, I like Vashawn Mitchell. He's one of my favorites.
Yeah, Vashawn Mitchell, he's underrated. So yeah, I'll let it go on tour with him. It's just a lot. It's a lot more. You know, like with gospel, it's a lot. You know, Fred Hammond. It's a lot. You know, but you know, it's a lot of new artists that's coming out now. But yeah, but mostly, I would let it go on tour with like Earth, Wind, and Fire. I would love that. I think that would be fun. That would really be fun. But for gospel wise, yeah, it'd be Tasha Cobbs. Tasha Cobbs is that worship is just crazy.
Awesome. So,
really for real.
As you're a musician, what's not tolerable?
As a musician, that's not tolerable. Being late.
Yeah.
Not learning the songs. Complaining all the time. Playing one genre of music, you already know where I'm about to go at, so I'm gonna turn that around. Let me be quiet. You probably got somebody that's not listening. One genre of music, you already know what I'm talking about. That's a no-go. You just playing that one note, nah, brother. Or you ain't mixing it up. We can't just be stuck on it just one. But, like I said, I'm gonna leave that one alone. But yeah.
Yeah, like say for instance, I'm gonna tap on it a little bit. When you like have a certain amount of music, certain amount of people in the audience, you can't not just play for that particular
group.
Exactly. There's a certain type of songs that you have to sing. You have to play
exactly.
for the youth. You have to play for the young adults, and you got to play for
exactly. For the older,
everybody. You just can't play one section of music.
And that's why I said that's the no-go. You can't just you already know where I was going with that.
I do not understand that. I do not understand.
I don't understand that either. And like I was telling you earlier, you would get a lot of people that would run out of church for that. You feel me? Like you said, if there's a mixture of people, you got young people and older people there. Okay, yeah, mix it up. Don't just play. I'm gonna just say it. Don't just play hymns. Don't just hymns it all day. It's gonna sound like a funeral, and everybody's gonna be out of there. And anybody got time for that? So you gotta mix it up. We can't just be up in church dead. We gotta really be just up in there, just actually, praising Him and giving Him that glory. So if you just we just plant one mouth, and that goes for the other side too. If there's nothing but there's like a lot of older people there, lesser than. There's just mostly older people there, and you play nothing but contemporary. They're gonna be like, well, like this. That's all you play. They don't know nothing about that. They don't really know nothing about that. So it's like a jungle with it. You have to like really like, you feel me? You have to, you know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, I understand.
You have both sides on it. Yeah. You have to map to both sides. Yeah,
you got to reach everyone. You got to reach.
You have to reach everybody. You have to, and if you don't, it's gonna be all bad. It's gonna be all bad.
Yeah, very much.
Trust me, I've seen it. I've been there. That's all I'm gonna say. I've been there. Yeah, and I ain't gonna lie. I used to do that too. I'm not gonna lie. When I first started playing keys, I used to play nothing but contemporary. And my dad used to always tell me like, you need to mix it up, brother. You just playing all this young stuff. All these young people, and the older people gonna be like, okay, so. I mean, you ain't gonna play nothing else. Like you ain't gonna play nothing that we know. Like something. So that's another thing. Like I said, that's why I said I appreciate my dad for for teaching me stuff like that. You feel me? So, not overplaying singers. I mean, not overplaying other musicians. Not trying to be in a competition. Oh, that's another thing too. I'm gonna touch on that one too. Everybody's in competition. I don't know why. But if we not all one accord, it's crazy. You feel me? If the bass player is trying to outplay you, it's not gonna work. If the organ player is way too loud, he drumming, it's not gonna work. If the drummer's too loud and trying to do extra licks, if you ain't standing in that pocket, it's not gonna work. You feel me? If I'm a keyboard player and all I want to do is do chords, like different type of chords, and trying to show out in front of who, I don't know who. You feel me? Because ain't nobody gonna know what you're playing but us, but the musicians. It's just like I said, I've been there, done that, trust. Like, so if we're not on one accord, it's not gonna work. So make sure you always have a connection with your musicians who you play with, always. Because if you don't, yeah, man, yeah.
But basically, those musicians that we're talking about, they're living or they're playing out of their flesh instead of playing for the glory of God.
Yeah, you're not playing for God. You're not, like I said, I love to worship. and I thank him for it. You feel me? Without him, he can take this gift away quick. But me trying to be flashy and trying to show out and do extra, like for what? I don't know why. You feel me? Like we got the club or something. It's not popping. It's not good. It's literally not good. It's not a good look. And a lot of churches won't mess with you because of what you're doing. You feel me? It's like you just here just to showboat. You're not here really trying to give God his praise. And you feel me? And that's the whole point of playing anyway. You know, you come here to get a clear mind. Well, that's why, like I said, that's why I come to church anyway. I play for the churches more anyway. I play for more church than anything because I used to play for like gigs and little bars and stuff like that. But I can't get. I don't know. It just wasn't. I just wasn't feeling it. Like I have to be at church. You feel me? If I'm not playing for no churches, it's going to mess me up. It's going to mess me all the way up. But
yes, sir.
Yeah, we don't have to be on one accord. If we're not on one accord, it's not going to work. So I don't know if musicians are listening. Yeah, if you play with other musicians, like even if you got a 3-piece band, even if it's me, a drummer, and a bass player, if we're not connecting, we are not on chord, it's not gonna work. You feel me? If everybody looking at every round, and you feel me, and you ain't got no leader that's telling you when to start and when to start and when to stop and when to break, it's gonna be crazy. And you know what's up. So
that's not basically what I understand. But see what I'm saying. What I'm getting from that is when you have a 3-piece band or whatever. If you all are one on a chord, you shouldn't have to know.
You shouldn't have to. You shouldn't have to. You shouldn't have to. And sometimes you don't even have to. It don't even have to be the piano man. You don't have to be the keyboard player to be like the MD. It could be a drummer. Calvin Robbins. That's not. That's the number one. That's the best MD I think that's out. You feel me? So you don't always have to be a keyboard player like an MD and to look at. You can have a drummer or you can have a bass player. But like you said, we all want a chord already. And we all should know, especially we already used to playing with each other, then we know where we're going. We know how to play with each other. You know, I know where you about to go. You know where I'm about to go. I know where you about to go. You feel me? So it doesn't have to be like that, yeah. But like I said, most musicians nowadays, I hate to say it, it's like a competition thing. Especially if you playing with a musician that you ain't never played with, oh yeah, it's competition. Or they just gonna be all about themselves. They're not going to tell you when to end. They're not going to tell you where to start. They're not going to tell you the intro or nothing. They just go play. And that's crazy. They ain't going to tell you what key they in. You got to find it. They ain't going to let you know if they're going up an octave. So that's how I tell people. You just got to, like I said, just always try to practice and focus on yourself.
Yeah, so us as musicians, we got to set the atmosphere for where we at. We as Levites, we have to set the atmosphere and keep that atmosphere in the church because it can go wherever, we understand. So it's a good feeling when you know the musicians, you know what they playing, know how they playing and what they're going to be playing. And it's when everything is haywire, it's not going to happen. It's not going to be a mess.
Exactly. It's not going to be. It's not going to be pretty. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be crazy. Y'all going to be over there just sounding crazy. Y'all just over there making noise. And I ain't trying to be over there making no noise. I'll stop. I don't play that. You know what I mean? Like I said, I don't do that. I'll stop. If that's what y'all want to do, y'all want to just make noise, I'm going to just look at y'all, make some noise. I'm good. I'm not doing it.
Yes.
Yeah.
So what lessons have you learned as a musician in the industry that you would not do anymore?
Like I was just saying, I used to override people. Just play loud, and like when the pastor is, well, it's a lot. Like I said, I've experienced and I've learned a lot from my past when I was doing. Like for example, if it's announcements or like I said, they're talking, I'll just sit there. I'll just let the spirit just go. Like right after praise service, then I'll sing it we'll sing "Fill Me Up," overflow. You feel me? After the end of that, I'll just stop. This is what I used to do. I'll just stop. And then while they're still worshiping, I'm just looking around. I swear I used to do that. It's a lot. I used to do that craziness, like really crazy. I used to really do that. So, it's like I said, it was just a learning experience. Like I said, and looking at other musicians and stuff like that. So it was just a learning experience. Yeah, I used to really just sit there and look at you.
Check this out, my brother. Now, in the church, is it all about praise breaks?
Is it all about praise breaks? No. I really, like you said, no. I'm just telling a lot of people do that. I mean, that's cool. Man, I've been in churches, bro. I played for churches, and we was worshiping, and right after the worship, they just like literally right after the worship, they'll just pause and just be like, let's shout. Let's get it. Let's shout. What? Just out the blue. Like, people just be out there running around for nothing. Like, you don't even know what you shouting for. You just want to shout. Some people just do that. I don't know. Some churches just like that.
It's not
Trust me. I've seen it. I've seen it. Like, literally just came out of worship. And, so some people, they come out of worship, and then, of course, you can always build it, build it up. But there wasn't no building. They just stopped worshiping. And it got quiet, took the offering, and then, like, I feel like shouting. Y'all feel like shouting. Like, that's how it was. Like, what? It kind of threw me all off. Well, yeah. To me, it's not all about shouting. To me, it's not all about. Like I said, maybe it's because I'm a worshiper. So I get more connection. I can get more connection with worship. But don't get it twisted. I can shout all day. I can do that all day.
Exactly.
Yeah, I can say that all day. But if I'm just playing, I don't know what I'm shouting for. What's the point of me even doing it?
Right. So
you feel me? Like yeah. What's the point of me even doing it?
It's true. So what do you like? How do you like working with click tracks?
It's cool. Most people don't. Yeah, but you got to have it. Like, you really got to be. I don't know how to say it, because most people they be on tracks, but if you're not practice doing your click tracks, you feel me? And you're doing it with a praise team, it can go all bad. I've been with other churches that had click tracks, and they went over the track. You feel me? Like, they went over the track. Like, literally went over the tracks. So it threw everything off. So you got to be trained with that.
Right.
Yeah, you got to be trained. Like, if we can, like, yeah, of course. Yeah. Keep going.
What I'm saying, that's basically what the earphones and all that is for, right?
Yeah, of course. That's for us. But if your praise team is not used to it, that's what I'm saying. It can be all bad. But for us, it won't be all bad, because you're going to hear that track in your ear all day, But we know not to go over that track. But for them, like I said, if your praise team is not used to it, then yeah, it'll be all bad. It'll be all bad. So I've seen people. Like I said, I heard people go over the tracks, and I even heard a lot of musicians go over the tracks. You feel me? The track is not for everybody. It really isn't. But I love using tracks. I love using it. I love using tracks.
Me too. So
to me, I think it's good. To me, I love it. Like I said, because it'll keep the flow moving. Even like I was saying, like I'll be stopped, and remember I was saying like they was worshiping, I was just stopping, looking around. It wasn't no click track. It was just everybody worshiping. I'm just looking. You feel me?
That's true.
That click track. Yeah. You feel me? So that click track will keep it. Will keep that flow popping. So. Yeah, I would love to. Like I said, most people don't play click tracks because they don't know how. But I love playing click tracks. Well, at my church, I play click tracks. So yeah, my church, I play click tracks. We tracking all day.
I know you do.
Oh yeah, we track all day. Yeah, we tracking all day. From shouting to worshiping. From any song, we shouting. I mean, we tracking. We tracking all day.
So we're about to come to a close. So, but what do you have to say to the world that's positively?
Man, put God first. Stay prayed up, and like I said, if that's what you really want to do, is from drums, from keys, from bass to organ, even flutes, even saxophone, anything with an instrument. Practice makes perfect. It's not gonna be easy. But practice makes perfect, trust. And always keep God first. Because without him, we definitely going to be lost. And I think that's about it, Always keep God first.
That's true. So do you have any...
always keep God first.
Do you have any platforms that they can reach you at?
Facebook kind of hated on me, so they can just reach me on YouTube, Darnell Parks. On keys, or it can just be Darnell Parks. And you can see all my stuff and all my videos right there. You can subscribe, and you can either like comment, and I always respond, always. So yeah, Darnell Parks on YouTube, Darnell Parks on keys, and yeah, and that's how that is. I'm gonna make an Instagram. I'm gonna get an Instagram, but it's just been a lot right now. So when I have time, I know people been wanting me to make an Instagram and a Facebook again, but I'm gonna make an Instagram for my music page. But mostly right now is my YouTube. Darnell Parks on keys. You can find me, and you can see the growth, and you can see the growth of me playing from when I was playing. Because there's a lot of videos on there when I was playing, how we were just talking about earlier, and how I'm playing now. So you can see the growth. So anybody, like I said, you can see the growth and learn from it, and that's how I do. I learn from my videos, and I think everybody should always do that too. Always record to see what you messed up on.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. That's about it.
Awesome. So we did another live broadcast of Musicians Matters, and I would like to thank Jerry Royce Live, Positive Power, 21 Christian Media LLC for being there as a true brother and a true friend in Christ. I would like to thank Tyler Gaston, the Gas Station Recording Studio, for all of my engineering work done for this show. Besides what my mentor is doing, I would like to thank everyone that's listening. It says, now faith is a substance of things hoped for and the evidence of things not seen. Hebrews 11:1, King James Version. Be blessed.
Join me as your host, Roderick Swift, every Wednesday, Musicians Matters Podcast, live right here at 6:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Positive Power, 21 Christian Media LLC. Let's go!
You're listening to Yours Live Worldwide Podcast.